we're currently streaming live in Johannesburg, South Africa, right here on Atomville TV. Yeah. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation, interact with us as we are live, and you can comment at the bottom of the screen right there where it says live chat. Alright, so guys, we've got a full hour of fun wrapped up for you guys. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. And we got Racket Simpson Spray, as you know, when we open up the show, after I read you, obviously. And in between, we've got great music, great entertainment with upcoming artists to keep you well entertained early in the morning. And as we end up the show, we must stop by Auntie Sheila all the way in Durban. And you know, we gotta get some good advice from her with a touch of humor. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this full hour of fun. Good morning to Hannah Rodriguez coming into YouTube. She's like, hola Kimera, hola honey, how are you? Sorry, we're a bit late this morning, Hannah, due to our technical difficulties, but hey, fear not, at least we're here, better late than never. So yeah, we got a full hour of hectic fun, alright? And we got Racket Simpson Spray standing by just for you. Now for those of you wondering what we're talking about today and want to do a little bit of research and help me out with the show and the content, you're welcome to help me on what was it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle or only child. Depends which one you were. What was it like growing up like that? Whether you were a middle child, or only child, the oldest child, or the youngest child. Let us know. Hannah Rodriguez, I'm not even sure if you can share with us today. If you're an only child or if you have brothers and sisters, interact with us in the studio today. As I would like to know from you what was it like growing up as the oldest or the youngest child. You know. Anyway, before we get to it, let's look at our headlines this morning. Hannah Rodriguez coming into YouTube. She's giving us the US headlines. And a very good morning to Stanford University as well. Yes, so she gives us the US headlines. A New York appeals court denies Trump bid to halt hush money sentencing. Oi. That's what I have to say, Hannah. Oi. Alright, let's jump back into South Africa's headlines this morning, guys. So this is in Johannesburg. Residents and businesses have been left in the dark in Marshalltown following incidents of cable theft that caused damage to City Power's infrastructure. Some buildings in the area were forced to buy generators to sustain their businesses and keep the lights on. The area has been without power since December last year. One resident has complained that the building he lives in has not been able to afford a generator, forcing families to live in the dark. All these streets have been affected actually, and they've been affected, all of them. And the city that has been coming and saying that, okay, they are putting in the cable that was stolen a long time ago, but after that they said another memo says, okay, guys, we'll be doing maintenance. Very, very bad power in Marshalltown, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite hectic. Alright, another headline coming up in our news this morning. We have in Johannesburg again, a search for an operation is underway for a man who reportedly went missing while crossing over a pipeline in Fourways. According to reports, the 26-year-old man, who believed to be from Chatwell, went missing on New Year's Day after allegedly trying to use the pipeline to cross over the Jitski River during a flash flood. Well, that's your update for this morning with your current affairs, guys. Let's take a quick break and we come back. I'm going to try and put a smile on their face with Racket Simpson Spray.
Strap yourself in to this hand-built 5-liter sedan. An engineering marvel that could drive your spend into the red. Accelerating your lifestyle beyond your means. In this world of chasing status, do you want a bank that takes your money? Or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, Hatties. Welcome back to the Crack of Dawn, guys. For those of you just joining us, good morning. Happy wacky Wednesday. Alright, I do believe it's Tuesday in the US. Sorry, Hannah. Okay, my bad, honey. Good morning, Hannah. Alright, Hannah Rodriguez. I love the way she says, it's Tuesday by me, Kimera. It's 12 minutes past 9 in the night. Okay, well, good evening, honey. Alright, so join us on our wacky Wednesday morning. We'll just have a show for you like smiling in the morning. Hannah, get yourself ready. Here's one of our best people, best pranksters in the country, Wack Jackson.
Something going viral on TikTok again. TikTok virality.
One of yours.
Okay. So I get sent this. Did I just make up a word?
Made sense though.
It does, yeah.
What?
Virality.
Is that a word?
I don't know if it is a word.
You said it smooth enough where I
Hey,
believed you.
we can get it into the Oxford Dictionary. It's a term now. All right, so I got sent this because it was blowing up on TikTok, and it's become a bit of a thing. So let me paint the picture for you. There's a guy. He's in an Asda shop in the UK. So it's British, right? Mm-hmm. So Asda is like your Checkers. The rival to Asda would kind of be like your Tesco's. So it's like your Checkers pick and pay scenario. Mm-hmm. So he's sitting there in the shop, and he's making a call to the shop and getting the shop to do an announcement. So you're not going to hear the other person on the end of the line, but he's in the store, so you're going to hear the announcement. All right. So just some of you will know where I'm going with this, but if you don't, just have a listen.
I've just been shopping in your store with my wife. The issue is we lost a set of car keys. I've just come back to the car and I've actually found them by the car. My partner's left a phone in the car and I can't get in touch with her. I'm just wondering if you could give a quick shout on the tannoy, please. Just if you could just shout it to the customer service with the tannoy, please, to save me walking around looking for it, because I might not be able to find these. Yeah, please, if you don't mind. Her name's Tess, Tess. So it's double barrel, it's Kosis Chipper. It's South African, so it's COSIS hyphen CHIPPA. Kosis Cheaper. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
This is customer announcement from Test Coated Sheeper. Test Coated Sheeper.
Come on.
That rings a bell.
Come on.
So the announcement in the Asda store on the tannoy saying to all the customers that the rival shop Tesco's is cheaper.
Sneaky.
Yeah. So I was reading the comments on this, and the comments are, "Gotta love British humour.
Ha ha.
Oh, he's a very naughty boy. Very funny. Laugh me head off. Keep it up, mate."
Cheeky.
These are the comments. The way he laid that name out was amazing. To be fair, Tesco's is really expensive. Like, they sell individual cinnamon swirls for 85p, but in Asda they're 50p. And the comments go on and on. And then far down, one comment goes, "That ain't British humour. That's South African humour."
Oh.
And did they name check you?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
So what this has sparked is now on TikTok, there's people doing this in all the Asdas in the UK.
Oh, gosh.
And it's becoming a bit of a problem.
Getting out of control now.
It's becoming a massive problem. So, yeah, this prank actually, okay, this was a prank that I did originally. And I love that it's got a new life of its own
Gone
now.
international.
Yeah.
It's going on tour.
Yeah. This prank actually was named by Comedy Central as the second best prank of all time in the world. By Comedy Central, yeah.
Did they send you some money?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just a lovely article and the acknowledgement.
Comedy Central.
Yeah. So this was Brad, you were around.
That was a long
Why
time
do you
back.
speak like it's 100 years ago?
Because it is. It's like I think I did it in about 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it is
I'd say
100
around
years.
there, yeah.
It was around. It got featured in all the newspapers in the UK when this went down. Here it is, for old time's sake.
Thank you for calling Asda in Charlton. We are a 24-hour store. For our opening hours, please press 1. For our music and video desk, please press 2. For any other assistance, please hold. Thank you.
Good morning, Asda Charlton. Can I help you?
Hi there, yes please. Could you put me through to your customer service desk where they make your PA announcements?
Do you want a tannoy announcement put out?
Yeah, please.
I'm going to put you through to customer services, okay? That'd be better than me putting an announcement out.
Oh, thank
I'll
you
put you
very
down
much.
there now, okay?
All right, thank you.
Customer services desk, how can I help you?
Yes, good day. Please can you help me? My daughter is lost in your store. I'm just standing outside at the moment. Could you please, I spoke to the people in the front, if you could please just make an announcement for me.
Okay, sure. What's her name?
Tess.
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 Yeah, Tess.
Tess. And her surname is a double-barreled name. It's Coses.
Coses, right.
Cosris
Yep.
hyphen cheaper.
Cheaper.
Cheaper, yes.
So it's Tess Coses, cheaper.
Yes, please.
If you just want to hold the line for me, I'll make a quick announcement for you.
Thank you.
1 second. The customer services announcement is Tess Coses cheaper. That's Tesco's is cheaper for the customer services desk. Thank you. Okay.
Wow, is Tesco's really cheaper? I think I'm going to go shop there from now.
Oh, and the penny drops. There it is.
2007.
2007
Yeah.
it is. People still falling for it in
I was about to
2023.
say, oh, they were so
Yo.
gullible in 2007. Meanwhile, hello, people. Wakey, wakey.
Still, and seriously, you must go on to TikTok. There's like a whole bunch of people doing that prank
Yeah. Successfully.
successfully. Exactly.
This pranking thing is easy one.
Hey man,
Early in the morning, the Wacky Simpson, everybody. You keep smiling and laughing, happy Wednesday, everybody. Alright, so we got Robbie Pillay coming in through YouTube as he says, Good morning! Good morning, Mr. Pillay, how are you? Hello, Rodriguez, sharing the love with Robbie, and Robbie greeting her right back. Hola, Robbie! Hola, Anna. Well done, okay. Alright, guys, let's take a quick break and we come back. We want to talk about, well, I want to hear from you. It's something that I've decided I want to hear from the public. Like, what was it like growing up as a middle kid, or the oldest kid, or the youngest kid, or even as the only child? Share with me your stories. I'd like to hear from you on the how was life. Let's take a quick break and we come back.
If you look at slide 4.
Becky, don't lose your cool. Think of the quarter pounder. It will taste like sunshine on a rainy day. Oh, so make it a day, the quarter pound away. Da 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 da.
Welcome back, ladies. Welcome back to the show. You want to be precise, it's in the Augusta, Johannesburg, so yeah. Morning, ladies. I'm having a bit of a rocky morning, a rocky start, as we had technical difficulties this morning. We actually went live at 7:09, so yeah, please forgive us for that. For those of you who do wait for the show early in the morning, or wherever you might be in the world, whether you're waiting for the show in the night, in the afternoon, yeah. Anyways, here we are. Alright, so we decided to talk about what it was like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle, or only child. As you're taking your time to type up a little message for me and send it through to the YouTube channel. I see a lot of people are using the YouTube as I see it's easier to chat with. It's fine. Well, before we get to that and start this conversation, let's get some music up in here. Alright, let's take a fly all the way to Sri Lanka and check out the man as he's performing for you today in Neo's So Sick.
Gotta change my answering machine now that I'm alone. 'Cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense, 'cause you walked out the door, and it's the only way I hear your voice anymore. It's ridiculous. It's been months, for some reason I just can't get over it. And I'm stronger than this. No more walking round with my head down. I'm so over being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Why can't I turn off the radio? Gotta fix the calendar I have, the smart July 15. Because since there's no more you, there's no more anniversary. I'm so fed up with my thoughts of you and your memory. Now every song reminds me of what used to be. That's the reason I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Why can't I turn off the radio? Said why can't I turn off the radio? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey, hey, don't make me think about your smile. Having my first child, letting go, turning off the radio, 'cause you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. You won't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't. That's the reason I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Why can't I turn off the radio? I said why can't I turn off the radio?
Neos are so sick and delivered by your date. You know the way. We love your date. You know, you guys enjoy that one. Alright, as I see the emails are trickling in on topic of conversation today, as we are discussing what was it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, or even the only child. Yeah. So let us know how you feel about that. Hannah Rodriguez, join the conversation, honey. What was it like growing up as being Hannah Rodriguez? Let us know. I mean, do you feel that you were like treated a specific way because you are of being the only child, or being the youngest child, or the oldest child? Let us know. Ravi Pillai, are you an only child? Let us know. Interact with us in the studio today as you can. Comment at the bottom of the screen right there where it says live chat. Get us up a message. Even if you don't want to join the conversation, a good how's it, or how you doing, or good morning would be great. Alright, so a very, very good morning to Ria. Ria just sends an email saying hi. Hi Ria. I don't know where you're from, honey. It's the first time I'm seeing your name. Please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already, Ria. Your love and support means a lot to us. Alright. Okay, so Rain decides to join the conversation. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, unless it's Renee, but it's spelled Rain in our email. Okay, so Rain sends the email saying, I'm the youngest of 3, but my oldest siblings were teens when I was born. So I was raised as an only child. Aww. Alright, so he says, I grew up envying all of my classmates for having siblings present in their life. And regardless of what order they were in, their family, I knew that they'd never know what it's like to truly be alone. So my mom was extremely overprotective of me and thought everyone was out to hurt me. So I grew up very isolated. So the only kids I was allowed to be around were my classmates. And going to a small school, we rarely had any new students in our class. Just the same kids every year. He continues to say that my siblings never got to see my mom's helicopter side. So I guess that might be where the youngest sibling role comes in. Anytime I complained about my mom not allowing me to have my own life, people would just dismiss me and excuse her parenting by saying, "You're her baby." And as if, me being the youngest is an excuse to prevent me from seeing the outside world. Hello. So he says, literally, I wasn't even allowed to go outside without her screaming at me for being out of her sight, for 1 second at like 8 years old. I know people will probably read that and think that's reasonable, but because the world is dangerous but your child will never learn how to actually take care of themselves with a parent hovering over their shoulder every second of their life. I'm 18, I'm learning how to do things that all my friends and classmates learn to do in elementary school, and it's humiliating. So he says, please let your kids explore and learn. So to sum up my experience as the youngest and only child, he likes to call it an only child, it sucks, but my parents also sucked. Every sibling and only child deals with their own problems for their role in their family. We all want what we want, and we all want what we don't have. So just cherish what you have. Sure, I had a helicopter mom, and my siblings were too old to hang out with me, but it gave me a unique perspective of life. All those years of being stuck in an empty house with very little technology, just cable TV, taught me how to entertain myself. Growing up with anxiety and depression gave me a high sense of empathy, and my mom may have been overprotective, but I know it was only out of love. Oh, thanks for that message. Thank you for that email, Ray. Renee. Thank you for that. All right, as we got to Hannah Rodriguez, who joined us through YouTube, complimenting Minesh all the way in Sri Lanka, as she says, great song, well done, Minesh, well done. And Hannah continues to join the conversation where she says, parents can dedicate more time and resources to an only child, potentially loading to a strong parent, child bond, and greater focus on individual needs and interests. All right, thanks for that information, Hannah. Hannah Rodriguez, please do share with us and the public. Share with me, your sister, and the public. Are you an only child? Do you have siblings? What was it like growing up? All right, as we're talking about that, Mr. Pillay is still there. Please do join the conversation. All right, so I'd like to welcome Janine Pericam for the first time hitting our screens and our email box. Good morning to you. Janine decided to share with us her story as we're discussing what was it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle, and only child. Okay, let's look at her email. Her email says, I was the oldest of three. From the time my sister, she starts off, she's the oldest of three, but from the time my sister, 2 years younger, could walk, I was treated as the older child and felt I was expected to be responsible for myself and my sister. Then our brother came along and I was given more responsibility. My mother went back to work and my grandmother came to live with us, so we were not alone after school. My grandmother was old and needed a crutch to walk. We came home from school, ate, fed our goats and dogs, checked on grandmother in her granny's flat, and did our homework. And at 6 p.m. I started preparing vegetables for dinner. When my mother walked into the door at 7, dinner was almost cooked and the younger kids were having baths. That was my afternoon from the age of 11 until the end of high school. Woo, girl! I'm so proud of you, Janine. Okay, great story. Thanks for that. All right, thanks for sharing that with us. You know what? Being the oldest can be the hardest. Okay, I can just only imagine how you're feeling, and you also felt like they have stolen your youth from you. I mean, you don't get to go out with friends. You're forced to help your brother or sister with their homework, or give them a bath, or maybe mom's too sick today, so you have to do the responsibilities of your mother. And it's very, very difficult being the eldest. So Janine, I'm very proud of you, honey. You're a good human being for what you've done. All right, Hannah Rodriguez joins the conversation. I grew up as an only child. Okay. You're an only child. Are you spoiled, Hannah? Oh, Are you spoiled, or you had those really, really strong-headed parents that just knew what they wanted for you, and you were just like in reformatory? It's like being in reformatory. Okay, so Robbie Pillay joins the conversation. He says he's the eldest. Oi! Shout out to you, Mr. Pillay. He says, I'm the eldest, just myself and my sister. It was a nightmare. Wow. Taking care of her, and in her teens, I had the task of protecting her from the boys. Oh, Robbie! Uncle Robbie, I'm going to ask you, were you the type of guy that never allowed any boy to come near your sister? Like, if you see her speaking to a boy, did you walk over and just ruin the moment, and then she never wanted to see you again, or she didn't want to go back to school again because you embarrassed her in front of the boy she likes or has a crush on, you know? Robbie Pillay agreeing with Hannah on through our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Lots of love and interaction coming in through many of our channels. But hey, very good morning. I thank you guys a lot. Anonymous would like to say, I love your show, Kimera. Please keep it going. Love you lots. Hashtag Anonymous. Okay. Thanks for that, Anonymous. All right. To keep you well entertained this morning as we're discussing everybody's stories on what was it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle, and only child. Please do join the conversation. Let us know how it was like. I can only imagine how difficult Robbie Pillay's life was, having a younger sister, especially if she's pretty, and all the boys want to be near her, and you have to be there to protect her. Coming up next, to keep you well entertained, guys, we've got Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark. Today it's been covered by A26 all the way in India.
Get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer, radio's on and I'm moving around my place. I check my look in the mirror, wanna change my clothes, my hair,
the A26 band as they delivered for you Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark. Classic! Happy Wednesday, guys. All right. Hannah Rodriguez joining this conversation and sharing with us. Yes, we know she's an only child. Topic at hand for those of you just joining. What is it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle, or only child? So, as we know, Hannah Rodriguez is an only child, and she shares with us, Kimera, I feel without siblings to share experiences with. An only child may sometimes feel lonely, particularly if they don't have a strong social network outside the family. True story. I can vouch for that, Hannah. Honey, I'm also an only child, so yeah, but I was a very social kid. I could just make friends and make enemies at the same time. I was the kind of kid that, you know, if you put something down, right? Okay, let's just say I had a toy, and then you took it from me. I'd say to you, you know what, I love sharing my toys, please take it. But when you leave, please give it back to exactly the way I gave it to you. So, and then that's how I used to make enemies, because kids used to break my toys, take my toys, steal my toys, and that's when you see the wicked witch come out, and then I'll be screaming, Mommy! Yeah, so anyway, I just had to share that with you, quite random, yeah? Zuleika Ahmed joining us this morning through YouTube. Salams and good morning, everyone. Malikum salam, honey, welcome to the show. She says that I hope you all are well. Having a good morning. Oh, very wet morning in Joburg, honey. How's the weather that side in Indonesia? Naveen Ajuda, good morning! First time hitting our screens, Mr. Ajuda, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already. He continues to say, good morning, a great start to a wonderful day. Watching! I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Uncle Naveen. It's an honor to have you hit our screens, and I hope you're enjoying the show and the music. And our discussion today is about what it was like growing up as a youngest, the oldest child, or an only child. Share with us, are you an only child? Interact with us today. You're welcome to share with us. If you don't want to, it's also okay. Some things are just, not made for the public. Hannah Rodriguez sharing her love with Zuleika and Uncle Naveen. Nice one. All right, guys, let's take a quick break and we come back. Lots more to talk about and your stories straight after this.
The ultimate accessory, the latest shiny thing, mesmerized. Trying to keep up, but never getting ahead in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, Kelly. Welcome back to the show. Good morning. I see lots of viewers on the different platforms. Many have joined a bit late. It's okay. Just tomorrow morning, I want you guys to know that we go live at 7 a.m. every single weekday, Monday through to Friday, for a full hour. So from 7 to 8, I'm all yours every single day. We got Anand Punan. Good morning, Mr. Punan. Welcome to the show. Nice to see your name. By the way, for those of you who I didn't wish this year, Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2025. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay, so now as we're talking about what it was like growing up as the youngest, oldest, middle, and only child, Anand Punan joining this conversation. He goes, Hi. He says, growing up as the eldest taught me responsibility and to take care of my siblings. Wow. I gotta ask you, Mr. Punan and Anand Punan, I gotta ask you, being the eldest, did you also lose out on your childhood because you had to always be taking care of somebody else? I've asked this question many times, but nobody actually answered me. I want to know from you, did you lose out a lot in your childhood or time with your friends? Yeah, share with us. It's nice. I would like to learn. Hannah Rodriguez, greeting Mr. Punan. Hola, Mr. Punan. Well done. All right, love coming in through our emails as I'm seeing Sarah Murray. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, dolls. First time I'm seeing your name. Please do subscribe to our channel. If you're still watching, please do like, share, and subscribe. Here's an email that she shared with us as we're discussing about what it was like growing up as a kid. So she shares with us that I was the oldest and I definitely had a ton or more responsibilities than my younger sibling. I said I would never do that. Guess what? I did exactly the same thing. Why? First of all, with our first child, you actually believe you're going to be the perfect parent, right? I mean, everybody says that they're going to be the perfect parent when they have the first kid, right? And then she says, what a load of bull. She shares that when other children come along, you get older and actually do need more to help, you know, especially assisting with the child. So it is what it is, and I grew up to be more responsible, more helpful, more motherly, not just to my siblings, not just to my children, but the world around me as well. It's not a curse, just remember, it's a blessing. Thanks for that, Sarah Marie. All right, we got Seti. Seti sisters decide to send an email. Seti sister says, I am the oldest child, and it's definitely not easy at all. Wow. My parents are no longer mine, and all their love for me has shifted towards my younger sister, as she is more cute, even though she is already 10 years old. I have basically given my whole life to make my parents happy and proud, and I still constantly feel guilty of studying and not sitting with my father at the dinner table, even when I have already had my dinner alone, because he needs me. Keeping my siblings away from parents' fights, and I've been witnessing since I was 16 years old, is now a task. I have to be a role model, make my siblings happiest while crying alone in the room, helping mom to do everything while my sister chills and so on. And then she continues to say that still gets to hear that being the oldest child is so easy. No one scolds you from my father. Okay, thanks for that email. Thanks for sharing that very, very intimate story with us. Thank you, Sandy. Please do subscribe to the channel. All right, we got Hannah Rodriguez joining this conversation. She says, Kimera, the way parents interact with and encourage their only child significantly impacts their development. Very true. Very, very true. Mahesh Sukhu joining this conversation as he comes in and says, hello, good morning. Good morning, Mahesh Sukhu. Please do subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. And if you have, please click on the share button with your entire phone book. Good morning to you. Mahesh, I do believe this is the first time I'm seeing your name on our channel. So yeah, it's welcome. Welcome to the Actionable TV family. We got Anand Poonen, didn't lose out on my childhood. Oh, thank you for answering my question. Okay, so Anand Poonen sharing with me as I'm asking, being the eldest kid in the house, did he lose out on his childhood because he had so much responsibility? His answer is he didn't lose out on his childhood. It was a pleasure guiding and protecting my siblings. And Naveen was good buddies with my late brother Shad. Ah, nice one. Okay. So we got Anand Poonen. Welcome to the show, Naveen. Hannah Rodriguez, Kimera. Without siblings to rely on, I often learned to be self-reliant and resourceful at a young age. Oh, I'm so proud of you, honey. Oh man, you grew up well. You are a beautiful young lady. Mahesh Sukhu, thank you. You're welcome, Mahesh. All right. So Mahesh, if you do reside anywhere in Johannesburg, let us know. We'll invite you to the studio. You can come and visit us as a guest host. Join me as we always open up the show with a great prank. We got great music entertainment in between our talk shows, and we end off with Auntie Sheila from Devon. Don't know if you know. Well, it's great humor as well as great advice in between. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Good morning for those of you that just joined us. Coming up next to keep your positive vibes up early in the morning, helping us do that is a beautiful, beautiful band called First Year 11 from Canada. They are performing for you right now. The Doctors. You guys know the artists, the Doctors, right? Okay, well, it's called I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Check this out.
This one I need water and a breath, and then we'll go.
Cash who? It was time to rock.
Wish me luck. Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me. touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love, just as another rhythm in my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. When the rocket on the sun goes down, I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, guitar.
Everybody better be ready to clap at home, because that's what we're doing right now.
Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you touching me. Oh, I believe in a thing called love, just as another rhythm in my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love.
Thanks, guys.
Rock!
Touching you. Oh, touching me. Yes, so first to 11, kicking it off on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I love that song, by the way. You guys know it by the darkness. I believe in a thing called love, and you just witnessed first to 11 all the way in Canada. Mwah, gotta love you guys. Give them a round of applause wherever you are. All right. Hannah Rodriguez complimenting this beautiful performance as she says, well done, first to 11, great performance. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue speaking about what it was like growing up as a youngest, oldest, middle, and only child. Straight after this commercial break. It is a Wednesday morning. Oh, in South Africa, I do believe you are streaming worldwide. Good morning to my fellow South Africans. Sure, don't I sound like our president? Morning, everybody. All right. So, guys, join the conversation. Come on. I want to hear. Who am I looking at? Mayesh Suku, tell us about your childhood. Were you an only kid? Did you have siblings? How did you grow up? Was it lacquer? Was it just a house full of chaos with you and your siblings fighting? Or was it one of those homes where the siblings stick together? They sneak out of the window together. They go to the neighbor's party together. And you just against your parents. Or were you just like this really, really sweet only child, got everything you wanted and wasn't lonely? I don't know, share with us. Maya, should be still there. Share with us a little bit about yourself before you go missing. I'd love to hear from you. I also wanted to know, Hannah, I forgot to ask you, how did the adjustment go when you moved to the US? I want to know how you're handling the weather. I know you were cold. You're an island child, you're an island girl that moved to a place that's very, very cold. So how's the weather there in Stanford University? Oh, you gotta tell us. All right, Hannah Rodriguez joins this conversation again, and she says, Kimera, having access to friends, extracurricular activities, and social groups can help mitigate potential social challenges as an only child. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, very, very helpful. I'm not gonna lie, I was an only child, but my parents didn't allow me to get lonely because I had my cousins in the same age group that were always in my house and always there, and then we ended up attending the same school, so I was always kept busy and there was always somebody there. If it wasn't my cousins, it was my granny, my mom's mom. She stayed with us, so it wasn't lonely at all. So yeah, I didn't get to experience loneliness, Hannah, but thank you for that advice. But the kids that are watching the show that are only kids, please take Hannah's advice and read all the comments, then it will help you cope with life better. Hannah Rodriguez, I'm still getting used to moving from Bora Bora to LA in the USA. Are you warm? Are you dressed warm? Wherever you are, just make sure you got your bootsies, your scarf, and a nice jacket on. Oh yes, and a nice hat for your ears. Yeah, then you're good. All right, so Zori decides to send us a really long email. Hope you guys don't mind me sharing this live on the air. I do believe that we are going to run over time due to the fact that we had technical difficulties when we started going live and we were a little late. So yeah, let's continue to read Zora Xavier's email. So she titles it, do parents tend to be harder on the oldest child? As this is relating to our topic today. Okay, so she says, the answer to this question is yes, they do. Okay, so the question again was, if you missed it, do parents tend to be harder on the oldest child? Yes, they do. I am the oldest child, says Zori. She says, my parents were never supportive of my life goals and aspirations. She continues to say that I remember going up to them and saying, I wanted to be a ballerina. Guess what they did? They gave me 100 reasons why I should not learn ballet, like, and in inverted commas, she says, oh, you're not flexible enough, it's really hard, it doesn't pay well. And guess what? I was only 5 years old. She says, my school had a musical program which you could choose an instrument to learn for free. I was like, I want to learn the cello. My parents were like, oh my God, yes. So after learning it, I grew to like it. So I was like, she wanted to be a cellist. And she says, guess what they did again? You're not talented enough, you don't practice enough, your technique is so bad for someone who has been learning for 6 years, and she says it's hard as hell. And she says, I don't think you're suited for it. That's what their parents used to continue to say to her, despite knowing anything about cello, right? Excuse me. She says, so when my brother was like, oh, I want you to be an inventor, they were like, oh my God, yes, you should do it. You're going to be so good at it, that's so cool, and nothing about talent, nothing about how he couldn't do it, just supportiveness. Okay? I love the way you deliver your English. She says that my brother also learns a musical instrument, which is a piano, and so he goes up to 2 days a week, practices for 2 minutes, rushes through all his songs while playing, not a beat, I guess. You know what? Never mind. That's what my parents did. Anyway, she says, oh, you're good at it. You look so cool while playing it. I'm so proud of you. That's another thing. She says, from the age of 6, I was trained by my parents to be really resilient. And you could also say emotionless. They would go up to me every day, make fun of me, say I was actually ugly. And so I was bad at everything. So then my brother, who's really sensitive and cries so easily, comes along and they're like, oh, so you're sensitive. You shouldn't be. And they then continue to compliment him, saying, oh, you're so smart, handsome, and talented. The punishments were also different. My parents slapped me when I lied, and that was once. And she says, once, all I did was accidentally spray my dad's deodorant while spraying while playing around with it, and I lied because I was scared you would be mad at me. She says, guess what happened to my brother when he actually continually lied to my parents about homework? Oh, just don't lie next time. So, yeah. Anyway, I am totally fine. Email sent by Zori Xavier. Okay. So we get it. Your brother was treated like a king. He was complimented, he was supported, and you weren't. But hey, you know what, Zori? That's what made you the tough human being that you are today. And that's what makes you the beautiful person you are today. Because you're stronger and you can stand on your own 2 feet. Alright. We got lots of love coming in through YouTube as I see Hannah Rodriguez sharing with us. It's 18 degrees here. Colder than Bora Bora. Coldest day, which is 27 degrees. This must be hectic for you, Hannah. Alright. Hannah Rodriguez continues to talk to us and she says, Kimera, I think with more time alone, only children can develop a rich imagination and enjoy creative pursuits to entertain themselves. You are so right. I'm serious. There was a time where I could actually dance by myself to the music video that was playing on MTV, and I was very creative, I think. No, but I enjoyed being an only child. I'm not gonna lie. You know, especially when you have time alone, you get to know yourself better. And for me, it's healthy to have alone time. And now when you have siblings around you all the time, it's more difficult. Yeah. So there's a pro and a con right there. Alan Poonen joining this conversation. Does being the only child feel like being the oldest, middle, and youngest simultaneously? It is a trick question, actually, with a touch of humor. Thanks for that. Mr. Poonen, I can actually answer that for you. Do you know, it depends what's happening in your life. Do you know there was a time where I actually felt like the parent in my house because I would take care of my folks. There was times where I was still in school, I would be the one maybe cooking. Or maybe there was my mom had a party to go to and I'll be the one fetching her and I'll tell her, why don't you have a good time, induce some liquor or alcohol, you would call it, and I'll come fetch you with the car and I'll bring you home. Yeah. There were times where, yes, you are actually right, I felt like the oldest, middle, and youngest kid, and not only the only child, I also felt like the parent. I'm not going to lie to you, it was awesome. Alright, we got Heeralal Rodriguez. Growing up as an only child often means receiving a significant amount of individual attention from parents, which can foster independence, creativity, and strong sense of self, but also present challenges. It also presents challenges, rather. Please forgive me for that. She says, I'm agreeing with you there. It does present challenges, but especially your social development, as they might have fewer opportunities to practice sibling dynamics and peer interaction compared to children with siblings. So depending on the family dynamic, an only child could experience both benefits and drawbacks in their social and emotional development. Thanks for that, Hannah. Hannah Rodriguez, everybody, all the way from Stanford University, taking an hour of time in her busy schedule to join our show. As you know, it's come towards that time where we're going to have to love and leave you, but before you go, there is one more piece of information and content we want to share with you guys this morning. Here comes Auntie Sheila with a touch of advice and a bit of humor. Check this out.
Hello, babies. It's Amoyaya Nasia. There's a viral trend that's going on, right? And it goes like this. I love your daughter. And then the father asks, what you have to offer to my daughter? And he says, nothing but this. And then he shakes his ass. Very trendy, right? But I just want to say to the young girls, don't get bluffed, don't get fooled, and don't be muddy samranis, right? Because let me tell you something. When the house bill comes, when the mortgage bill comes, right? When the light bill comes, when the rate bill comes, then when you get pregnant and you have to go to a private hospital, when that bill comes, then when your child has to go to private school, then that bill comes. What he's going to do? Then he's going to say, I got nothing to offer but shake his ass. Let me tell you something, girls. This is not Magic Mike over here. I can shake his ass and keep... No, darling. Let me just inform y'all about the reality of love. No, it's not like TikTok trends. Because when poverty knocks on the door, love is thrown out of the window. And I know lots of people will say, oh no, but that's not how it goes through thick and thin. Trust me. Go look at the divorce rates in the country, then you'll come explain. Now, all I'm saying is this. I'm not saying you must put forward, fancy car, fancy house. But when I ask my granddaughters, fiancés, what you have to offer to my granddaughter, they must say, I finished my degree and my honors degree, and I'm working towards a postgraduate degree. Or I have been working very hard because I'm trying to get a better education. He must have a good, strong head on his shoulders, and he must have a path, a direction. So when I ask what you have to offer, he says, in 5 years' time, I'm working toward my postgraduate degree to be at this position, to be able to be financially independent. And I'm not saying that the girls mustn't be working for themselves, no, but I'm saying also, life is expensive. Don't be muddy samranis, right? Because you don't want a magic mag. And let me tell you, girls, here's another reality. See, a magic mag can only smile and look at you with his pretty blue eyes and his sexy body and, his abs and all for 1-2 years. After 2 years, that bicep, tricep, popping ass, lovely smile and all means nothing, darling. Trust me. After 2 years, trust me, just ask me after Tata and I am 10 years, 40, 50 years later. Ooh, darling, I've gotten over the handsome face. But what makes life more pleasurable and beautiful is the lovely quality times, the fancy, we can go for holidays, we had a comfortable life. So think, Muddy Samranis, don't make him shake his ass. When you ask what to offer, you must offer nice things, a good education.
Auntie Sheila, everybody. I hope you guys took that great advice and enjoyed your people as well, as I love the Durbanite accent, especially from the English. Alright, so Anand Puran, continuing from our topic at hand as we were discussing what it was like growing up as the youngest, oldest, and middle and only child. I also shared with you guys that as an only child, I also had a time where I had to play the parents. So Anand Puran asked Kim and Hannah, were you very strict with your parents? Of course we were. We were raised that way. That was just, I'm kidding. Hannah Rodriguez, Auntie Sheila cracks me up. Me too, honey. Hannah Rodriguez, thank you for another great show. Kimera, love you lots. Okay, well, guys, it's that time where we have to love and leave you. Thank you all for joining the show. Every single one of you in the comment section. Love you guys lots and lots and lots. A very big thank you to Hannah Rodriguez, Anand Punan, Ravi Pillay, not forgetting, can I scroll up quickly? Naveen Ajuda, and as well as Mayesh Suku. Thank you guys so much. I hope I'm pronouncing you guys names correctly. Forgive me if I haven't. Have a blessed day, lovely day. I love you guys lots and lots and lots. Here's a big heart. Hannah Rodriguez, I love you lots to bits. Hannah, you're my sister from another mister. Thank you for your support. And well, good luck with the rest of your studies and the rest of your day. I know you're going to bed now, but good luck with your Wednesday when it starts. Alright guys, from the Attenville TV team and myself, Kimera Heeralal, have a blessed wacky Wednesday. Bye bye for now.